Hi, internet comments. Today we're going to do a quick review of the Inside Emma Chamberlain's Radiant new home open door architectural digest on the channel Architectural Digest. And it is high up there on the trending, and we're going to see if what should we review this on? I guess maybe
Hi AD,
something
I'm Emma
like
Chamberlain.
does it create any excitement? Because we're going to review the opening of this content, which would be basically the introduction of it all. Okay.
And welcome to my house. I've been
Yeah.
waiting for this moment my whole life.
Okay. I really like that hand gesture. It was really, a thrilling hand gesture.
Emma Chamberlain, and welcome to
You,
my
you
house.
can you can see the eagerness. You see the hand going many times, and it's also really, extends it further, across from the elbow, and it's above her shoulder, I would say, judging from this angle. And also you can see the wind that hits the hair. At least that makes me, very excited for what can be inside of the home, because you can see she is translating, she's exporting so much foreign energy onto us that we can assume that this has a lot of effort put into it and is also deserving of our attention.
I've been waiting for this moment my whole life. Please come.
Going in, and also big smile, stops in the hallway, is leading our eyes into it. All of these lines and also the woodwork and the different textures and some statues that look real international. You can judge by the materials that have been created with, and also the shapes that are very commonly utilized in countries where there are sparse amounts of clean water.
Come in.
Okay, we got the bird's eye view. Now this is really cool. Obviously, there's a lot of natural daylight, and that makes us happy because we know that natural daylight is really expensive to have that in a modern home, because modern homes are usually very square and meant to sort of confine the average citizen to succumb to, their daily responsibilities that are often very boring. Let's see, succumb meaning.
Succumb.
Fail to resist pressure, temptation, or some other negative force. A lot
worked
of
on this
negative
house
forces.
with Marie and Ashley from prom, and we had the most fun ever. I feel like my style with clothes.
Okay, so a lot of great colors, those look expensive. But I would also want to say, even when she just stops and stands, she's, almost randomly in quite a great aesthetic position. Although I would say she should have been sort of in the place of the fireplace to hit more of the golden ratio, to be in, the place of the thirds. But still, compositionally, the composition is really good, and it tells us. And she sort of, I would say, she was mellowing the balance of the composition. She might be a little bit too centered, but she has her face, gazing onto the direction preferred by us, cultural enjoyers. Cultural enthusiasts, enjoyers, and obviously the dress just adds that subtle hint of green that is used. She has a more mellow version, and she adds movement, so it is appropriate that she carries the softest green color, as she is also, an explosion of movement in comparison to books that lay flat on their face and hide their intentions. So overall, the opening is good. This, sort of subtle color match and all of these expensive materials that open up to the space outside. I think, as of now, I think we all know that everything that is nature, everything that glitters is often done on purpose, because if you utilize the standard package that comes with any product nowadays, most often it will be very subtle, it will be very careful with its coloring, it will be very careful in all of its material, and try not to draw too much attention, because that is how you appeal to a broader market. People don't have the money to pay for extras, and usually, anything that is able to glitter and spark and all of that is usually something extra, because most natural materials are quite plain. They're quite careful in their appearance. That is because, we mix it together until it is just a mass. So whenever we have all of these glittery effects and we have all of these different colors and we have natural daylight and all of that, we can assume this is something extra meaning we paid more. And look, at the luscious greens here. The greenery is just outstandingly gorgeous, rocks and everything. Because that is the most powerful thing on the planet, nature. So to be able to bring that into a home is obviously impressive, and we enjoy this piece so much more because of it. And I would say the opening here is absolutely acceptable. So we will give it a 5.5 out of 10. It is very standard. That is why we are still on 5.5. It could have gone higher. However, it is very, very calmly and precisely presented. And all of this house is constructed with great care and great thought afforded to nature and the surroundings that all come together to create a very cohesive creation that allows us to be a little creative and get our hopes up for the future. Great.
I don't know if it's a good idea to do that now.
You can see the framing and all of it. Very cohesive creation that allows living beings to breathe and also to find comfort in aerial awareness. Thank you.